there in Thailand. So join us as we give you the latest from the Filipino athletes at the 33rd SEA Games.
Okay, but before anything else, let's first check in on our medal tally. And that is as of 10:30 p.m., the Philippines remains in 6th spot. The rankings at 37 golds, 55 silver medals, and 120 bronze medals for a total of 212 medals. Thailand, the host, remains ahead of the pack with 186 golds, that's 119 silvers and 79 bronzes for a total of 384 medals.
Indonesia is still their closest competitor at second with 72 golds, 85 silvers, and 94 bronzes for a total of 251 medals. Third naman is Vietnam with 64 golds, meron silang 68 silvers and 94 bronzes for a total of 226.
In the fourth spot is Singapore with 46 golds rather, and 151 total medals. And at fifth in the rankings is Malaysia, 40 golds and a total of 192 medals. The Philippines, of course, remains in the same spot as yesterday, but there are still plenty of events to be played and medals to be given in the coming days, and hopefully our athletes can add to our tally. Hopefully, manalo ang Pilipinas ngayon. Nanonood kami ni Jat ng itong medyo matindi na laban ng Pilipinas because it's the finals of women's football, Philippines versus Vietnam, and we are at extra time and it's still 0-0.
It's nakakakaba.
Oo, sobra, nerve-wracking. Now, one team guaranteed to take home a medal for the Philippines is the aforementioned women's football team. They have a chance to make history as they face Vietnam in this gold medal match, which is ongoing right now.
And now to take us through that this historic match that's ongoing and the atmosphere there, how does it feel? What's our women's football team doing there? We're bringing in one of our correspondents, someone who is no stranger to playing in high-stakes matches like what's happening, lalong-lalo na sa Southeast Asian Games. Let's call in the phenom herself. Eliza Valdez is reporting straight from Thailand. Eliza, good evening to you.
Hello, Boom and Jot. The atmosphere here is everything you could possibly imagine in a gold medal match. Both teams filled their sides of the stadium. Flags are waving, alam mo, drums beating, and non-stop ang energy ng ating crowd. Most especially ang ating Team Pilipinas. As a Filipino, as an athlete, alam mo, ramdam na ramdam ko ang pride dito sa loob ng stadium. At ito yung nagpo-fuel sa atin para lumaban and keep going. Defensively, the team is staying disciplined and challenging every shot of Vietnam throwing to us. And offensively naman, we're also making them work, creating good chances and opportunities to score. The players know this was never going to be an easy match, especially against the defending champion, Vietnam. But with a mix of seasoned players, young and hungry players, Boom and Jot, the team is staying focused, protecting the goal, and syempre, keeping their eyes on the goal.
I love the composure, Eliza, because in the background, we can hear me and John, can hear na nagkakagulo dyan habang kami nanonood dito sa studio, no? So, I don't know if you got a chance to talk to some of the athletes or at least the people around the football team to tell us what the mindset of the women's team is before this match started.
Yes, before even the finals, medyo nakausap natin si Hailey. And according to Hailey, they knew Vietnam would come in hungry as the reigning champions. And she mentioned that, while this kind of moment is still new to the team, they can take their foot off the gas. Communication is key for her. And she stays vocal to make sure everyone stayed locked in. And it is showing now here on the pitch.
Eliza, we want to ask you also, of course, you've been to the SEA Games. As an athlete, we've cheered you on. Pero just kamusta lang yung experience mo ngayon working a different, role, being a correspondent there in Thailand?
Honestly, I'd say it's fun, tiring, but fulfilling. just hearing their stories, the athletes' stories, and I just wanna also share those stories to you guys. And alam mo, nakakataba ng puso marinig lahat ng mga paghihirap at lahat every time na makakakuha sila ng medalya dito sa SEA Games para sa ating bayan.
Okay, last one. Is this your first time to watch the Filipinas live? And if it is or if it isn't, can you tell us how is the feeling of being there right now, just being in that stadium right now?
Actually, I watched the Filipinas way back 2022 back in Manila, and that was intense already. But here, same yung energy na binibigay ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino para bigyan sila talaga ng energy to keep going kasi medyo na-extend na yung ating game today. Nagkaroon na ng extra time. And now, drop pa din tayo. So, ibang klase ang suporta ng ating mga Pilipino dito sa Thailand.
Sige, dasal lang ng konti. Dasal na dasal lang. At we will continue to cheer the Filipinas on. And Lai, we are also cheering for you. You're doing such an incredible job.
Yes.
And thank you very much for sharing your time and your stories with us.
Grabe. Is there anything that Eliza Valdez cannot do? I don't think so.
No.
No.
No. Nakaingit.
Oh.
Nakaingit. Walang magawang mali. All right, that was one of our correspondents, of course, the phenom Eliza Valdez, telling us more about our women's football team following their gold medal match. Actually, it's ongoing still against Vietnam, and you could feel her passion, talking about sports and talking about an athlete. It's a completely different side of her, and it's a great treat to have her.
Super. And we'll be hearing from Eliza in the coming days as the stakes get higher in the Southeast Asian Games. And speaking of higher stakes, a total of 4 Filipino boxers will be fighting for gold in different weight classes, with 2 of them punching their way to the finals today. Olympians Ira Villegas and Yumir Marshall are moving on to the gold medal matches in their respective divisions after victories over at the Chulalongkorn Sports Center. Ira Villegas advanced to the finals of the women's 50-kilogram flyweight division after taking down Tu Myamyo of Myanmar via unanimous decision. The 30-year-old Villegas, who won a bronze medal noong Paris Olympics last year, battles Thailand's Chuthamat Raksat for the gold. Si Yumir Marshall naman, on the other hand, will have a chance to win his 6th SEA Games gold medal after knocking down Vietnam's Nguyen Van Cong in the second round of their semifinals bout, doon sa men's 80-kilogram light heavyweight division. Marshall, who is also an Olympic bronze medalist, will take on Michael Robert Mosquita of Indonesia in the final as he tries to add to his big collection of medals. Meanwhile, si Weljun Mindoro wrapped up his campaign in the men's middleweight 75-kilogram class after losing via a unanimous decision to Vietnam's Bui Phuoc Tung. Despite the loss, Mindoro wound up with a bronze medal, making him the 6th Filipino boxer to finish with a bronze in Thailand.
I can watch that knockdown again and again, which I was doing an hour ago. I just kept on rewatching that Yumir Marshall right cross, and it's a thing of beauty. And as alam natin yan, Jat, na pag boxing, ayaw natin to leave it in the judges.
Oh yeah, And Yumir made sure.
Yes.
Sinigurado na
Yes, all right. Sabi nga ni Carlo Pamintuan, marami nang napatumbay ang yung right cross na yan at nangyari ulit. Napakaganda. All right, from boxing, we move on to tennis. Where a day before she fights for gold in the women's singles event, Alex Ayala absorbed a loss in mixed doubles together with her partner Nino Alcantara. Now, Ayala and Alcantara fell to Thailand's Pacharin Chip Chandej and Pawit Sorn Laksup after 3 hard-fought sets. Get this, 7-5, 5-7, and then 7-10 in that third set in their semifinal match. With the loss, Ayala and Alcantara wrapped up their campaign in the event with bronze medals. The world number 52 player, however, still has a shot at gold in the women's singles when she faces Thailand's Mananchaya Sawangkayo in the gold medal match. That's tomorrow. Now, a win by the 20-year-old Ayala would make her the first Filipina to win the gold at the event since Maricris Fernandez in 1999. I was so sad about this because I still watched the first set.
Yeah.
So it was before the UAP games. I was locked in, and I saw them win 7-5, and I said, okay, we got this, and then eventually we lost at the end. You have to consider the fact that they don't get to play together a lot. Nino Alcantara, if probably maybe even the first time that that they did against,
very possible.
diba, against a team that plays together a lot. So
well, that's also what regional meets do to you.
Yeah.
On one end, sa sobrang dami ng mga events, boom, di ba? You go from hearing your national anthem at one event, and then paglipat mo sa next, heartbreak, and then, it's sports.
Mabilisan, ano?
Oh, it's sports. But you know
Mabilisan.
what? Whatever happens, of course, we'll be supporting our athletes.
at saka babawi yan dun sa singles.
Sigurado yan.
Yeah.
A gold medal for Alex Ayala will be the cherry on top on what has been a year to remember for her in 2025. We hope she gets it done, and we are looking forward to that gold medal match.
That's right. Aside from Alex, we'll have more stories about our athletes when we return here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook, and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Oy! From the back row, good block. Gio will open up to Belen again.
Philippines. Provido is also getting a lot of game time.
Good stoppage there.
Tight.
Overpass. But a chance still for us here. Not, at least in my opinion, and tell me if I'm wrong. If we're going to win this, we're not looking at scores here. Azareno will reverse it or set it back to Vanny Gandler, who's starting the heat.
Ateneo, front line for Team Philippines.
Targeting that right.
Out of system play when it's Shaina Nakitura hitting from the left.
Grabe. Good dive there by Don. And a good put away by Manny. And the Philippines will officially get their first win in South.
Another day here at Sports Authority of Thailand with Alas Pilipinas men's volleyball team taking on Indonesia in their final day of eliminations in SEA Games 2025. The Alas men absorbed a setback on Tuesday, December 16, when they lost to Indonesia in the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand. The three-peat defending champions of men's volleyball dealt Alas a straight set defeat 25-17, 25-21, 26-24. Ryan Bagunas was the only Filipino in double digits with 16 points from 16 attacks. Scoring distribution though was even more sparse with the Indonesian side. With only 6 scoring for the team, Rivan made 22. Coach Frigoni though wasn't too bothered. Both the Philippines and Indonesia are through to the semi-finals after Cambodia withdrew.
This game can't count for us almost nothing. We have to play a semi-final. This is the most important game. But I am happy because we can get back our fight. Now we were back, we were in front, we were back, but we continue to play. For that I am happy. I'm not happy for the result, but okay, we will see what's happened during the semi-final. I have a lot of confidence on these players, so that I can do it.
It's going to be a harder road for Alas though. They take on Thailand in the semi-finals on December 18.
Hindi naman namin naisip na sure namin sa semis, pero syempre kailangan ma-practice din namin yung Indonesia, syempre yung court para masanay kami.
The key though is preparation, something the Alas players resonated with after Philippine women's volleyball captain Gia de Guzman made a passionate monologue on what needed to be done.
For me, syempre, sobrang laking tulong talaga yung long-term program for the volleyball. Kasi syempre, nakita naman natin sa men's na yun nga, nagtuloy-tuloy kami. Maganda yung naging result ng World Championship. Sana tuloy-tuloy lang and supportahan palalo yung Philippine Volleyball.
Reporting from Bangkok, Thailand, Alyssa Valdez, Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd SEA Games.
You are still watching Team Philippines take on the best athletes in the region here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games. Updates powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Again, thank you to our correspondent, Alyssa Valdez. I'm not used to it yet to say that, but great report from her. This time on the Alas Pilipinas men's volleyball team. Jat, teka, update tayo. Parang 2-1. Philippines is ahead.
Let's go.
Penalty shootout na po tayo. And Vietnam, as we speak, okay, Philippines is ahead 2-1 on the penalty shootout. Yun lang. Gusto ko lang maisingit kasi medyo nanginginig ako dito
We'll definitely keep you updated kung ano nangyayari dyan. But of course, we want to talk about the other athletes. Yun yung Alas Pilipinas men's team natin. Coming off a loss to Indonesia, has been preparing for their semifinal match against host Thailand tomorrow. We hope that our Alas Pilipinas men's team can match or even surpass their silver medal finish in 2019 na nangyari, of course, dito sa Manila when we took home a medal.
And speaking of medals, here is a roundup of some of our athletes who also took home medals in different disciplines today. We start off with a pair of our Muay Thai fighters. My favorite, Islay Bomagao won, and LJ Rafael Yasay. They both struck gold in their respective weight classes. And our triathletes also had a memorable day today, winning 3 gold medals in men's, women's, and team relay events.
2 of our silver medalists today are Princess Honey Arbilon in modern pentathlon and Noelito Jose Jr. in the men's individual saber event in fencing.
And finally, the pair of Steffi Aludo and Danielle Madis snagged a bronze medal in women's doubles in tennis, while 2024 Paris Olympian Samantha Katantan was one of several fencers who took home bronze medals. All right. Okay. Philippines is up 3-1 right now sa ating... 3-2 right now, sorry. Na-excite ako masyado. 3-2 right now. Vietnam is about to kick. So ngayon, 3-2 Philippines over Vietnam. And now it's 3-3, okay? This is happening in real time. So 3-3 na ngayon. Okay.
And that's what we want to do. We want to keep you updated. Sabi naman namin sa inyo, update show to, so we're updating you live. But over in Esports, our Cebol men's and women's teams also took home medals in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament. Both teams battled Malaysia in the finals, with the men's team defending the gold and the women's team ending up with the silver. The Cebol men's team continued its dominance in esports, sweeping Malaysia in the best-of-7 finals 4-0 to give the Philippines its 4th straight gold medal at the event since 2019. The squad of Alston Pabico, Carl Gabriel Nepomuceno, Sanford Vinuya, Kiel Calvin Soriano, JP De La Cruz, and John Carlo Roma proved too much for the rest of the competition as they completed a sweep of all their matches on the way to the gold. The Cebol women's team, however, fell short against Malaysia 3-4 sayang in their thrilling final series, resulting in a second-place finish and a silver medal for the Philippines at the event. Lumamang na sila 3-2, but the squad unfortunately lost that advantage, natalo in their last 2 games, which mirrored their silver medal finish 2 years ago in Cambodia.
Now, despite the contrasting results by our Cebol MLBB teams, they both made our country proud and took home a gold and a silver medal.
And now to tell us more about the thrilling finals of the men's and women's MLBB tournaments earlier today, we have another one of our correspondents in Thailand, Doreen Soy Baguio. Doreen, how are you there?
At kakagaling nga lang natin, galing sa Chulalongkorn University for the finals matches of the MLBB tournament, where both our Cebol men's and women's teams competed in the best-of-7 finals versus Malaysia. Actually, kasama ko pa rin sila right now. We are having dinner, and fun fact, they're watching the football game as well. So, nalalaman ko rin sa kanila yung update. Pwede kong i-chika sa inyo because they're also watching it right now while we are having dinner. But yet it's a bittersweet day as the men's team bagged the gold and the women's team goes home with the silver. For the men's team match versus Malaysia, they swept the final series 4-0 at Benton. But honestly, it wasn't exactly a walk in the park for the team as well. Especially as in Game 3, Malaysia looked like they were going to win it. They had a 9K goal lead, but Cebu resisted and resisted to complete an epic comeback that resulted in that sweep. So still the kings of Southeast Asian MLBB for the 4th straight time. For the women's finals match naman versus Malaysia, it was a heartbreaking loss. Truly heartbroken ang ating women's team, especially if this is already the second time that they fell in the finals of the SEA Games. The first was versus Indonesia in the 2023 SEA Games, and now here versus Malaysia in Bangkok. But you know what? I know for sure from both years that I've covered these teams, pangalawang pagkakataon ko na nakasama ko yung women's team. This is definitely not the last we'll see of them. Just the beginning, not only in the SEA Games, but also in the global stage.
Well, alam natin kung gaano kasikat ang MLBB, especially in the Philippines, Doreen. What's the support like? What's the crowd like over there in Bangkok as the competitions go on? Especially with the gold medal matches. Lalong-lalo na siguro sa women's because it reached a Game 7, di ba?
Siyempre, madaming tao kanina. Talagang puno din yung arena. Kasi yung arena for Chulalongkorn University ay parang dalawang column siya. Puno yan. Puno yan ng mga Pinoy na mga may hawak ng Philippine flag. Yung iba nga ay athletes pa na galing sa games nila o kaya bago pumunta sa awarding ceremony nila ay dumaan sila sa game ng MLBB kanina to support the team. And of course, hindi mawawala dyan yung chant ng sinigang, ng sinigang, ng adobong mantok, sinachant din kanina.
Doreen? Okay, Doreen. Okay, I think we lost at least Doreen's audio, and I probably know why.
Yeah.
I probably know
we
why.
want to thank Doreen first for that report. But
Thank you, Doreen. Kasi sila rin nanonood, ha?
Yes,
And
yes.
right now, as we speak, me and Jot are watching the celebration of the Filipinas storming into the field because, ladies and gentlemen, we struck gold!
Another gold for the Philippines, courtesy
A
of our
save!
Filipinas. An incredible save.
An incredible save. Oh boy, we were watching it in real time and these are all our natural reactions. Maraming salamat uli kay Doreen. And I'm sure yung si Doreen at saka yung men's and women's C-ball team ay nagse-celebrate na rin ngayon. What a dramatic way to make history. History ito para sa ating mga Filipinas. History para sa ating Pilipino at napakalaking honor ito. Karangalan para sa amin ni Jot na habang nakahere tayo for our show, pinapanood natin na nakagold. Nako, salamat po, Diyos. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Pinagdadasal natin. Lakas magdasal ni Alaysa eh.
Alam mo, si Doreen, baka nag-worry po kayo na nawala si Doreen. Actually, thankful si Doreen na pinakawalan na natin siya.
Probably.
Dahil nakakapanood na rin siya. But really, I mean, for this to happen niya, boom, habang nasa ere tayo.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
An incredible story.
What a story. All right. We'll try to recompose, focus, celebrate inside, but we will have more stories about our athletes at the 2025 SEA Games when we come back here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Gold! Gold, baby!
Back row. Been blocked. Gio will open up to Belen again.
Philippines. Provido is also getting a lot of playing time.
Good stoppage there.
Tight.
Overpass. And a chance still for us here. Not, at least in my opinion, and tell me if I'm wrong. If we're going to win this, we're not looking at scores here. Azareno will reverse it or set it back to Vanny Gandler, who's starting the heat.
Ateneo, front line for Team Philippines.
Oo nga, no? Targeting that right.
Out of system play when it's Shaina Natidura hitting from the left.
Grabe. Good dive there by Don. And a good put away by Manny. And the Philippines will officially get their first win in Southeast Asian Games action for women's volleyball. And we did our job in terms of keeping it a 3-set win, although this third set was a little more challenging than the first 2 sets, but still, with some players off the bench also making their mark and doing some damage. Of Team Philippines at the 2025 Southeast Asian Games continues here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games. Updates powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. We're still trying to recover and compose ourselves here as the Philippines just won gold over Vietnam. Historic win by the Filipinas as we speak. And I believe we will have Alyssa Valdez back for just to tell us, you know, what's going on and how the reaction was in the crowd when this moment came about. Alyssa, welcome back. You go ahead. Take it away. Tell us what you saw. Tell us what you're feeling.
Boom and shot, historic win for our Filipinas ngayon. Nagtithank you sila sa ating mga kapwa Pilipino dito sa Thailand. Grabe, it was a save from Olivia McDaniels dahil sa penalty shootout kaya tayo nagkaroon ng gold at ibang-iba. Yung atmosphere dito talagang lahat nakatayo celebrating our Filipinas who just got gold. Woo!
Yeah.
Love it.
Everyone was just so excited. Lahat nakatayo na during the penalty shootout. Kahit kaming lahat. The score was 6-5. And after that save by Olivia, we got that gold for the Philippines. Alam mo, napakaganda ng story nila, Boom and Jot. Kasi nung first game nila sa elimination, natalo sila.
Vietnam,
but
yeah.
ending it with a big win. Exactly. So ngayon, setting up the awarding lang, and we can't just wait to talk to all of the girls, get their thoughts about this win, how meaningful this win to them, most especially sa isa sa mga seniors nila, Hailey and
Yeah.
Ina,
Yeah.
na I think it's gonna be her last year also here in the SEA Games. Pero ngayon, lahat ng mga Pilipino talagang underdog!
Grabe yung
Celebrating the win of our Filipinas. So, Boom and Jot, pure emotion. Even kaming lahat dito tumatalon, praying,
Yan.
and right now, we're just waiting for them to actually get that gold medal.
Yeah, you know, yan ang sarap ng trabaho na yan, Lai. No, Jack,
yes.
ngayon mo nararamdaman. Aside from, of course, getting all the stories and all of that, but when you're in the moment, capturing the moment in front of you, that's where everything just like, lahat ng pagod, lahat ng mga emotion comes rushing in. I'm so happy for you. We're so happy
super.
that you get to experience this one. What were you feeling during the penalty shootout right after nag-usap tayo nung bumaklas tayo nila Jot kanina?
Actually, after yung live natin kanina, I was just really praying kasi right after nag-penalty shootout na, so lahat kami dito nagdadasal, lahat nakatayo na. So, yun lang yung naambag namin dito as Filipinos. But again, napakasarap sa pakiramdam kasi kasama natin ang bawat Pilipino celebrating this win.
Eliza, you did very, very well. Congratulations.
Nice
And
one, partner.
Congratulations sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Another gold medal. Go ahead, lie and enjoy. Celebrate with all the Filipinos there.
Trabaho pa yan. Mag-i-interview pa ng mga athlete, but you're interviewing them now with a different kind
Iba
of
na yung energy.
diba?
Yeah.
Oh. Lakas magdasal ni Eliza. Very
Oo,
good.
gumana talaga.
Wag niyo sasabihin na yun lang may ambag niyo dahil yan malaking bagay yan para sa ating mga atleta, no, Jot?
Yeah, and
Okay.
wow.
Oh, what a
Iba pa
moment.
rin. I think
Sarap.
it will take a few more before we recover, but
Yeah.
we have to tell you that our Gilas Pilipinas men's and women's teams are just two events that you should watch out para po bukas. We have other Filipino athletes fighting for medals in different events. In the morning, si Alex Ayala will look to smash her way to a SEA Games gold in women's tennis at 11 a.m. Tapos sa hapon naman po, yung Gilas Pilipinas nga natin ang sasabak sa aksyon. Our two teams will face Indonesia in the semifinals, talking about our men's and women's team. 12:30 nga po for women's and 3 p.m. para sa men's.
Our men's football team looks to finish their campaign with a bronze medal when they face Malaysia at 4:30 p.m. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Alas Pilipinas men's team tries to gain a spot in the gold medal match when they face host Thailand at 6:30 p.m.
Those are just some of the athletes and teams who are seeing action tomorrow for our country. It's gut check time para sa Team Philippines at the 2025 Southeast Asian Games. So ito na talaga yung exciting part.
Piyok-piyok na nga kami. And you know, we're choking here
Yeah.
because of the excitement. And there will be more in the coming days. And of course, you can catch all of our athletes, correspondents, and others as well. The 33rd Southeast Asian Games on One Sports Plus, RPTV, and on Signal Channel 261, as well as the Pilipinas Live app and the One Sports YouTube channel.
You can also support our Filipino athletes by visiting and logging into our website, arenaplus.ph, for users 21 and above. Check out our community page for other updates as well.
We are ending on a high note. Another action-packed day for the Philippines at the 2025 Southeast Asian Games here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games. The updates are always powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bring home the win. Support our national athletes as they represent the country at the SEA Games. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Jot Sulit. And we'll have more updates about our athletes in the coming days as they continue to play for flag and country at the Southeast Asian Games. Congratulations,
Yes!
Filipinas!
Gold!
Gold medal para sa
Laban!
Pilipinas!
Laban! The back row. Good block. Gio will open up to Belen again.
Philippines. Provido is also getting a lot of playing time.